And we're
Rah!
live. Well, what's up, everybody? We're back here on the ALPs podcast. I keep forgetting what it stands for. Aimless podcast, I think. ALP.
Welcome back
The
to
Aimless Podcast.
The Aimless
the Aimless
podcast
Podcast.
podcast, boys. Um. So, how have you guys been doing? There's been a lot since the last podcast.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
I've
a
been
lot.
doing good, bro. Because yeah, since we only gotten VC a couple minutes ago, I've been pretty good.
Got
Um,
you.
day's been going good, bro. Uh, yeah.
Interesting. Big Smoke, how you
Yeah,
been?
what's up, Ka? What's up, Ka? I'm doing good.
Yo,
I'm
what's up, cuz? We gotta go.
yeah,
Gotta
bro.
go do Alps
I'm
podcast,
doing
bro.
good. I made fun of somebody's hairline today. I'm feeling good. So
Yes, sir.
Dude,
Okay.
that's one thing you don't do to a man. Don't make fun of his barber.
Yeah.
That
man,
is
nah,
that is
bro,
the last
his
thing you should be doing.
barber needs to be cut down. I'm swear to God. Like his hair goes all the way back to his to the fucking middle, all right? Like
Oh,
all
that's
the way back.
insane, bro.
Yeah,
Just go
his
bald at that
hairline
point.
has nothing to do with how bad his barber is, alright? I'm sure his barber tried if his hairline is that bad.
I don't know, man. If his
The
barber
cover up
tried, he
was
probably would have
worse.
just cut everything
The
off.
cover up was worse, all right?
The cover
The
up was
only
worse than the real
solution
thing.
was to go bald, all right? The
Was
only
the wa- is
solution is to go
I was
bald.
about to say what's better, having a really bad hairline or just being bald?
Being bald is way better.
Honestly, being bald is way better. Plus, if you can get a beard going, you look really sexy.
True.
I was about to say you can if you just go bald, then you can just become the next billionaire because like if you become bald, then that's the one of three steps to becoming a billionaire. Like
Step one,
have
Yeah.
become
you
bald.
seen
Like
Step
have you
step
two,
seen
one, get
have you seen
be born
Jeff
rich.
Bezos, Tim Cook, uh friggin'
Steve
I don't
Jobs.
know, Arnold Schwarzenegger?
That too. Um,
I don't know. He's not bald.
all
Yeah,
of these
he
guys
is.
are bald, bro. Elon
He's
Musk,
not
Have you seen
bald.
Dwayne the Rock
Dwayne the
Johnson?
Rock Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, Dwayne the
Um,
Rock Johnson.
Mike
Like
Dwayne the
Tyson.
Rock, what's
the
cooking
flipping
Johnson?
like the freaking engineer from TF2, he's a billionaire
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
How do you know? Oh, how do you know?
I seen his bank
because
account.
yeah,
He
he
was with
showed
me
me his
last
bank
night.
account when I was in
Yeah,
his
yeah.
bed the other day. Yeah.
That's
Speaking
wild,
of
bro.
Team Fortress 2, speaking of Team Fortress 2, there's been some controversy with that, hasn't it?
Ooh.
A little
Ooh,
bit of
fill
it.
us in.
Wait,
Alright.
I want to first quickly get.
Recently,
Uh, do you guys want to quickly just speak
okay,
about the titles of your guys' topics? Because I have a
uh,
pretty outrageous title in the video, so I just want to
yeah,
get in front of that. So long. My three topics are the most open source laptop I've seen ever. It's pretty cool.
okay.
I really want to talk about that. Steam hates old people, which is the outrageous one, and we'll get there now. And MSI
Okay.
stole from Asus.
I hate old people.
I think
You hate old people?
yeah. Big Smoke. So you
You
said that
oldest?
there's a
You got
controversy.
yeah, I'm oldest, bro.
Yeah. So
I'm
Team Fortress 2,
anti-old.
there's uh, a fan-made Team Fortress 2 game that's supposed to port Team Fortress 2 into Source 2. Uh, and it's a fan-made thing uh, made by Amper Software.
Okay.
They're stopping all development of it right now because Valve had issued them a DMCA takedown notice and just taking down the entire project.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's a first for Valve because they are really lax with people taking their games and kind of like parodying or like uh, giving them more giving them more content. Like with Portal 2, you get like with Portal Revolution, right? Which
Yeah.
is a like kind of like a prequel between 1 and 2.
Yeah. Didn't they like literally make Gmod?
Yeah, I
With
mean, yeah, and Gmod. I mean, that was like a thing as well with I mean, that's just to help create, but that's a long while ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
All right, and I'm just gonna, man, you fucking sipping that infuriates me, and I want to beat your ass into a fucking pulp.
Ugh.
Oh my word.
Wait.
My opinion on this is, in a perfect world, all software would be open source, so modifying it is perfectly fine.
Fucking die already! Holy shit!
Okay, Cobb, what do you think?
All right, yeah.
Uh,
What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
what do you
Chat,
think
what do you
about
think?
Valve removing the parody of Team Fortress 2?
It's not it's not
Um.
parody. It's supposed to be a port, but
Well, yeah, like a fan-made
Um.
addition to the Team Fortress 2
A
series.
source to pause. I think instead of going at them and having them remove the game, they should team up with them and then just make a
mm-hmm.
better version.
Okay,
I
maybe.
feel like that would be way better.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but
So let me.
as Valve
Okay.
has been doing a really good job with Team Fortress 2 recently when it comes to
Yeah.
updating the game, by the way.
Amazing job.
Without sarcasm, they haven't done
Yeah.
anything.
No.
They they like I'm
Yeah.
not surprised that they're just gonna completely leave TF2 and let it rot and the community rot as well.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of
Let
surprised that they
me.
wouldn't allow anyone else to update
Yeah.
it, though.
Oh
Sorry,
my.
carry on, Big Smoke.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll just intersect here. They the people behind made an announcement on their Discord, saying the following: Today we received a DMCA takedown from Valve on all our public GitHub repositories, on all their public GitHub repositories. Sorry, and all forks made by the community. Apper Software reveals in its announcement. Uh,
Mm.
and basically their entire repository of the entire thing is just being taken down. So
Yeah.
basically, and they put a lot into it. I'm just gonna show you guys here.
Is it in
Here's a
the tech channels?
video. Do you want me to stream it or do I just link it?
You can stream it or you can put in the general chat.
I'll just put it in general chat here.
Yeah, let's just do this.
Yeah, and they worked a. It's supposed to be a port over to the new Source engine, give Team Fortress 2 some new graphics, better animations. It's supposed to just make it more kind of fluid, more and updated bit. But yeah, Valve recently took action to take it down.
Ah. It's been over a year since we started working on Team Fortress. Let's see the footage. Showing our progress.
Yeah.
We would like to thank Dedicated Journey, and we're not even done yet. Was this before or after the takedown?
I'm sorry.
This is a year ago.
This is before.
This is way
This
before.
This is before. This is before. This is just an anniversary thing. This is just to showcase what they've done.
Oh, that's cool. It sucks that it's got taken down now.
Yeah. It's really saddening because it's very again unusual for Valve to do this, since they've been also they were pretty friendly in regards to how people use their IPs.
Yeah. Well, it sucks that legends have to die sometimes, eh?
Yeah, there's not an old. I mean, I still respect Valve. Still, I mean, like I still use all their services. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna jump ship and I'm going to Epic
Blizzard.
Games.
Oh.
Oh no.
I still think
no, exactly.
Yeah, I've got something bad to say about Valve here as well with my Steam topic, but
I mean, do you wanna segue into that?
I mean, I guess we could. But I do want to preface this with, I still think Steam is probably the best out of all of these guys. I think the work they've done into Linux gaming is really cool. There's all sorts of great things that they've done in the last while, and I don't see Blizzard and Epic Games doing these things. Epic Games makes their games essentially impossible to run on Linux. And I can't think of a decent Blizzard game that's been released in forever. So, with that mindset going into this, Steam has decided to drop support for Windows 7, and then 8 and 8.1, but no one cares about those two versions. Those versions sucked.
Yeah, but Windows 7, that hurts me the most.
Do you still have a Windows 7 PC, Big Smoke?
I used to.
When
But
when did you move to 10?
2020.
2020. So it's still been it has been a while now.
It's been a while, yeah. And the thing is, I've now gotten comfortable with 10, but I'll never, never, love 7. It's 7 was honestly peak Windows.
Yeah, I think so too. I had a Windows 7 laptop that I've moved to Linux now. It runs on a USB. It's really old. I think it was before the Intel generations had 4 numbers. I think it was a i5 930 or some nonsense. It's really, really old. And it runs well on Linux, but we used to have so many Windows 7 devices, and we had one that ran XP too. So this kind of thing is really sad. Even though it's not like
it is.
It's I understand the reasoning behind it. The reason, and I don't even think it's worth opening the Steam powered thing. They just don't want to have to update it, and they think Windows 7 is out of date in the first place, which it technically is. But
yeah,
I mean, apparently some games run better on Windows 7 than Windows 10.
Yeah, but it's just unfortunate since after they stopped security updates with Windows 7, it's just
yeah.
Not really many people. I mean, Windows 7 is still popular by many. I think. Hold up 1 second. It has. I think that I saw a flowchart somewhere. There is, by an estimate, according to this article, around 1.2 billion Windows PC. Hold up, what? No, I'm wrong. Hold up. Does it even say a number? With 1 billion running Windows 7.
It's very difficult to tell because it seems like all these articles were written
even,
ages ago.
Yeah, it's not really giving me a side, but I can't. Okay, here one says at least 100 million PCs are still running Windows 7.
Yeah, I think that's the one from
The Verge.
Yeah, Verge. When did they write this? They wrote this in
This is January
2021.
6, 2021.
So that's not that old.
This happened on January 6th. That's actually
yeah, well, not that January 6th, another January 6th.
Yeah, I know. But
that is a pretty wild date to do this, even though they were ahead of their time for this one.
Anyway.
Anyways.
And over 100. Yeah, what the number I'm seeing most though is around 100 million. We can probably still guess at least over 70, maybe at minimum 50 million PCs around the world still use 7.
And I think that there's going to be a lot. I mean, I was watching
compared to the market, which has like 1.2 billion PCs around the world, you know,
yeah, it's not that
a
much.
lot of them now run Windows 10 or 11, you know.
And I don't think Steam is stupid. I think they understand their market share. And I think they understand that. Fine. Yeah, I think they understand that Windows 7 is such a small portion of their market share that it doesn't matter to them. But apparently there are games that run better on Windows 7, and it'd be cool to have. And I'll get into this now. I think it'd be cool to have a lightweight client built for people with old OSs, so that they can import games from their current PC, and have an old OS that whatever, it's like not connected to the internet at all, and they just play old single player games or old multiplayer games that they're hosting their own server or whatever, and mess with the code or whatever they want to do, and then do that all legally without having to get illegal copies of stuff through Steam. I think that'd be really cool. I just don't think they care enough or think that Windows 7 is it or and Windows 8 and 8.1 have a big enough market share for
Yeah.
them to do it. Um,
Yeah.
what do you think,
I
Cobb?
mean,
Sorry,
yeah. No, no. Cop goes first.
as a firm Windows 7 user that has always used Windows 7 and will always use Windows 7, what do you think?
Windows 7 is my life. Leave me alone.
Yeah, there
Um,
is another O. I mean, it's kind of not for 7, but for 10. It's just Atlas OS. It's just a very lightweight version of
yeah,
Windows,
yep,
which I think is pretty cool. But that's
and that's lightweight versions of Windows scare me a little bit because Windows is closed source. So I'm no not trusting a big company that can get into trouble because of their closed source code. I'm trusting a small company that's took some of the big company's code and messed with it and gave me closed source code. So I mean, I think Atlas is probably okay, but
I mean,
it's a
yeah,
bit
Atlas has been
sketchy in my
respected for a
opinion.
while, but
Um, but yeah, I think a lot of those Windows lightweight Windows things have the potential to be quite sketchy. And I
they do.
think if you
So
are um, thinking about that, again, I'm a big Linux guy. I would probably say go get yourself a distribution of Linux,
preferably, but yeah,
preferably. That would be
it's
the
just
best. But if you need like
of
Windows
course,
for
but
game stuff, then I can't really do much about that.
yeah. But yeah, some people though are very like are stuck with this Windows space though,
Yep,
and they like that familiar
yep,
like how familiar it is with it, and going to a different operating system that has probably different commands, different like ways of how it works than what they're used to, it just might turn them off. So these lightweight OSs of like Windows 10 or similar to Windows 10, um,
they are very useful. I agree.
they help uh like Atlas. They're just very lightweight, so they don't take a lot of space, and it's been generally safe. They've been around for a while, I think since 2017.
Yep.
So um and like running on old, I mean, like you said, old computers, like with Windows, with old, yeah. So it's I think it's pretty nifty for people that uh want to get out of the Windows or Microsoft sphere,
Yeah,
but not
Yeah.
completely get rid of like the look and feel of Windows.
I think there's been some reskins. Wait. Let me double check this. There's like some Linux reskins that look like Windows. Uh,
I mean, I know
Windows.
about Mint. Mint looks very similar to Windows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Linux Mint.
yeah,
So wait,
Linux. I used to
Ubuntu
use
feel.
Linux Mint 17 as my main
yeah.
operating system before I moved to Windows. Actually, so
Yeah,
Mm,
Linux Mint is pretty cool.
wow.
But I'm speaking about reskins where if you gave your grandmother this reskin of Linux, they probably wouldn't know that you changed the operating system. Um,
Which
so
one are you talking about?
I saw one just a bit ago. Linux
Okay.
that looks like Windows. Let's try that. Um,
Ugh.
you guys can carry on with your next topic while I find this.
Sure. Cobb, you got one?
yeah, sure. Okay, we're gonna talk about a YouTuber called Zenby, a YouTuber
Zenby.
who recently he was a famous Minecraft YouTuber. He was, um, being the first word there that I'll use, that I'll pin there. Give me a second. Um, let me try and find. Let me try and find the YouTuber.
All right.
Nope,
I haven't heard of this guy, so I don't know.
nope. He ain't available anymore. I think he just got rid of his YouTube.
Hold up. What's it? What was
Well,
his name?
he ruined his own life, so that's his fault. Uh,
Zem.
Zenbe, Xenbe. He's basic. Don't reveal the stuff to yourself, because I'll explain it. Well, basically, he's a YouTuber that
Okay.
a Minecraft YouTuber who is well known. For quite a while, he was featured in a lot of popular YouTube videos that gained millions of views. And basically, the bro, what the frick? Why is this happening? Sorry, one sec.
Yeah, go
Uh,
ahead.
X is giving me some issues right now. Well, Twitter.
Wait,
Bro, what the frick? Okay, well,
Okay.
basically, he lied about his own race, and um, he posted fake pictures of himself online. Well, pictures of somebody else which weren't him. He claimed that they were him, and for instance, he said he was black. He's white. He said he was Muslim. He's not, and he said the N word multiple times.
Oh, okay.
well, okay, that's what a
And
what a
he
what a roller coaster.
he
Okay.
manipulated people into thinking he was like he was someone he was absolutely not. He fabricated his age. He spread pictures of himself that weren't him, and then he compulsively lied nonstop.
That's crazy.
Holy
And then
shit.
Um, I was so Cobb was telling me a little bit about this story before the podcast started.
yeah.
I was like, why on earth would you lie about your race? It just seems like the stupidest thing ever. I thought the story was gonna
Mm,
go something like, um, some chick said she liked black people, and he said, yeah, I'm definitely black on stream, and now he had to carry on with the lie forever. But no, it seems like he just likes saying the N word. So he
Mm.
said he was black and it was fine,
mm.
and then posted
Oh
pictures
yeah.
on Twitter to make people think that he is actually black. That's wild. That is an insane
Holy
story.
shit.
Why did he say he was Muslim?
I don't know. I think he streamed or not, but he is from another YouTuber called Mr. Cat,
Mm-hmm.
which I suppose was a Minecraft YouTuber, is a Minecraft
Yeah, he
YouTuber.
does Minecraft
He
stuff.
this is one of his comments towards all of this. He said he constantly harassed my friends and I during events, slurs, targeting, throwing on purpose, etc., and asked me to unblock him to chat about our issues, just so he could unblock me instead and tell people I'm a weirdo. I hate to dogpile someone, but this guy's presence determined if I would play in a Minecraft event or not. Damn, have you ever had that before where a friend is just like so bad you just don't want to go to events or anything if they're involved?
I mean, that's not a
Uh,
friend anymore, dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's
that
just a
ain't a
general
friend.
F. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, exactly.
as a fellow, I mean, like content creator, you expect to like mix a bit, like and just I mean, with I mean, I don't know much about this guy or the Minecraft sphere anymore, especially not anymore, um, uh, but that is,
Mm.
a general rule of thumb is that you just don't you just don't do that stuff, man. You don't like throw around like your body or your weight, or I don't know if he was bigger than him in terms of subscribers, but
yeah,
yeah, he
Mm.
just sounds like a fucking asshole. That's all I'm saying. That's
yeah.
all
I
I'm saying.
mean, I wait. Actually, I don't know if I want to
He's
say this on
literally
stream.
just a serial liar, like a serial
Yeah.
liar.
No, yeah, but yeah, he compulsively lies, and like he pretends someone he's not, and then just goes on about it like they're like it's not an issue.
Yeah, I agree. I
Mm.
think
And
he's
then when
just
everything does have appear to be like when it finally is revealed what he is, not black and not what was he like, not he's not anything he said he was, and then
Mm.
people start questioning like his whole like everything he has done until up until that moment. What else
yeah.
has he done? And then what? He freaks out. He and now he deleted his channel, and now he's hoping to evade the consequences.
And I mean,
Yeah, and then the same person who made this post on Twitter. So of course, like most drama online happens with the Twitter post that goes viral most of the time.
Yeah.
true.
Um,
Welcome
basically,
Twitter rage.
yeah, that's like how Penguin Zedo and Mogul Mail. That's how they get their content. They just check out like viral Twitch drama or like Twitter drama. But
Literally.
basically, the same person who made this post replied to his own post and said, "Don't go witch hunting for him because he's never coming back. He literally can't. It's not worth your time. It's not worth seeking out to destroy someone that has already brought so much destruction to their own life." That makes sense. If bro's
Exactly.
gonna lie about his race, his age, say the N word, then
Bro,
he
yeah.
kind of just dug his own grave there.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, no, he digs such a big hole
Yeah,
for
yeah.
himself where, eventually all the lies compiled into one big, gigantic piece of shit that just came across as diarrhea out of his ass.
yeah, I think
The Taco Bell got finally released.
oh my
The
word.
Taco
The
Bell
Twitter
was
Taco
final.
Bell. Yeah, I think I don't think that it's worth even trying to find this person. I think that with the amount of people who know about him and the fact that he deleted his channel, I doubt he's going to do something like this again. I think this is more than enough punishment for what he's done. I think
I
he
mean,
probably
the
just a young
punishment he
kid
just
made
did
stupid
himself.
mistakes.
I mean, hell, like he ain't coming back from this. There's no career on YouTube for him
Yeah,
after this.
but I think if he does this right, he could live a normal life.
But to be fair,
Without an online
people
life.
have done worse and have come
True.
back
Yeah,
stronger.
What's up,
yeah. To
MP3?
be fair, that is true.
So it is not within, like, it is within our realm of possibility that he comes with a second channel, does this big apology saying he'll be better,
Yeah,
and then continue uploading like
Original
nothing
Maybe.
ever
gangster.
happened.
and I think that would be
What
kind of sad.
YouTube
I think that
controversy are you guys talking about?
we're talking about a
guy
guy
faking
who,
his own race and then said the N word and then ruined his life.
yeah,
Who is that?
Zenby,
Zenby.
a used to be popular Minecraft YouTuber who is an actual piece of crap to content creators.
yeah,
Who the fuck is Zen?
exactly.
heard
He
of that
got
name.
he got cancelled so hard that no one even knows who he is anymore.
Literally
is it that
amnesia.
one?
Everybody
that
forgot it.
one? Is it that one that like groomed like 30
Well,
children?
if I was still into Minecraft,
What do you mean?
like if I was still into Minecraft
What?
Bed Wars and I still watched like Minecraft content online, I'd probably know who Zenby is. But
Yeah.
I don't do Minecraft Bed Wars and stuff like that anymore.
No ways
Until
we're
they
just
move
mean,
to
gonna
yeah.
South
brush
African
past what
servers.
MP3 just said.
What did MP3 say?
Do you
I didn't hear.
are you guys talking about that one streamer that like groomed 300 children?
Colleen.
Where are you guys streaming?
Yeah, we're streaming.
That's I don't think that's Colleen though. Which one?
No,
is it?
he's saying that all Minecraft YouTubers groom 300
Oh, I'm
children.
not even saying that as a joke. There's like one that kind of did that.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought you
really?
were talking about the Minecraft
Which one are you
YouTuber
streaming
named
about?
Epstein.
Are you guys streaming?
Yes, we are streaming. Please don't. Actually, MP3,
Alright, wait.
please don't lie
We're
about
talking
your
about
race and say
Ronald-
the N word. I don't want to get banned.
We're talking about one of the residents on Epstein's island, okay?
Oh, no, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's backtrack a little bit. I don't want us to be saying
You
things that
got
we don't
another
mean
topic?
here. Yeah, let's move. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move
Let's segue into the next topic. What you got for us?
on. So
Well,
I've got this amazing laptop. I'm gonna send it in chat real quick.
Amazing. Okay, show off your wealth. Show us. Your
No,
wealth
I
for
don't
us
own this
peasants.
thing. I wish I owned it.
Oh, okay. The Mint Pocket.
Yes.
Oh my word, it's got RGB. My gamer eyes.
There's
What is
like
this?
there's the
Oh, this
the mint.
is a crowdfunding stuff. Okay.
Yeah, so the Mint Pocket isn't completely out yet. It's still in crowdfunding.
Perfectly so.
Uh,
Okay.
let me-
Explain. What is it?
Let's go
I
to
mean,
the
what is
first
it
link
supposed to
first.
be?
Let's go to the first link. Okay.
Amazing tool for makers
The Mint
and creators.
Reform
Bro.
or the MNT Reform.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
1200.
If you guys look at some of these pictures over here, specifically the one where it shows the bottom with a clear acrylic over it.
Yeah.
Are you guys all on
Wait.
that picture?
Wait, you know what?
Yeah, I see
This
it.
thing is all right. It's actually all right.
All right,
Because,
let me
wait.
explain. Or
Cobb, quickly look at the picture with the bottom, with the acrylic, the see-through bottom.
yeah,
Wait, give me a second.
The
He's
see-through.
getting it.
I'm trying to find
I'm waiting
it.
for Cobb.
I'm trying to find it.
Bro.
I'm trying to find it.
Cobb is just taking
me
ages.
see.
Bro,
Bro.
it ain't that hard. It's the third last one. Third last
Exactly,
one.
it's
with
the third last
batteries
picture.
Visible.
It's like the 6th picture.
Do you need
Cobb,
some
are you at it?
glasses?
You got it?
Am I autistic or something?
Bro,
The first link. The first link.
go to the last, then
The
go to the
first
next
link.
one.
Okay,
that-
Yes,
cool,
the
there
first
you
link,
go,
not the last
first
link.
Oh
He's on
my
the pocket,
God,
bro.
brother.
When did you get so stupid, Big Smoke? What the hell? What are you doing, bro? You're actually freaking throwing.
But I'm
What are you
throwing.
guys?
You're
Look at
freaking.
you.
What are you guys playing?
Oh my word.
You're the one who's in the wrong website.
Nah, bro.
What?
You're freaking throwing. You're
Yeah,
actually
Yeah,
throwing.
nah, yeah. Imagine things. Keep dreaming.
Bro,
All
you're
right.
more
Cobb.
dog than my golden retriever.
Oh my word, that's wild. Okay,
Holy shit.
Cobb, do you
You
have
ain't
do you have
coming
the
back from
picture?
that one, bro.
Do you have
Yeah,
the picture of
I see
it?
it. I see it.
bled.
I
You
see.
see
I
it.
see the 4 AAA batteries. Yeah,
They're not AAA
Yeah.
batteries. They're actually.
the AA
I
batteries.
keep forgetting what they're called. Wait.
Oh, and they're
Well,
double A batteries.
They're no. They're like hobby grade, rechargeable lithium ion, batteries. I think
Okay, so they
these
are-
specific ones are I'm reading over
They
here.
are l- they are
LIFE PO4s.
LIFEPO4s. Yeah.
Yeah, so these are hobby grade. You just if one of these die, you just switch it out. They're not that expensive. And speaking of hybrids in chat, I don't think we've got any CES related topics except for MSI. MSI apparently stole. I'm joking. From
Breaking
Asus.
news:
So
Epstein has an island.
exactly.
Hold up.
That's the breaking
Hold
news.
up.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Okay.
going from
Wait.
this to
No.
MSI, or-
I was just reading chat and I was responding
What
to
the
something in chat.
hell?
Okay, so
Oh,
this
yeah, hold
this is a cool
okay.
laptop where basically everything is changeable. You can change out what kind of CPU you have. So there's a bunch of different CPU modules, and a couple of these are actually completely open source. So the firmware that runs on them is open source.
They allow for your
How
keyboard.
can you
bro.
have an? How can you have a CPU that's open source?
Yeah,
heard
so
that
the schematics and everything about these CPUs are open source, and the firmware that runs on it is open source.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you had the like facilities to make these things, you could probably make it yourself. But
I don't
very few
think
people
you
will
have
have
the
that.
facilities for that, big man.
Exactly.
One question: why the hell is it so expensive?
Okay, I wanted to get there.
I don't want
Basically,
to spend.
yeah.
$1,200.
I don't want
Sadly.
to spend 36,000 rand for a laptop that can't even run freaking Doom.
It will be able to run Doom. I can tell you that.
Doom Eternal.
If you solder them wrong, firstly, yes, it
Oh.
can explode. The
But
batteries.
can it want the
I'm
original?
responding to
Doom?
chat real quick.
What? Okay, so
Uh,
what is this laptop
Oh
meant
my
for?
lord.
What
This
is the
laptop
purpose?
is angled towards like hobbyists like me. I'm the kind of person that would buy this laptop.
Okay.
The kind of people that don't care if their laptop's a bit slow, and they don't care if their laptop's a bit heavy. They care more about if the laptop is open source, cool, if they can switch out the batteries whenever they want, if they can charge the
Did you
batteries
just hear the word
separately.
open source and
So we're
instantly go like, yeah, I'm buying this?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we're assuming that money is not an object for you then.
Well, yes, no, I mean this is definitely, I mean, in terms of price to performance, this is probably going to be the worst option. But in terms of cool
Okay.
factor, this is probably the coolest laptop on the planet,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And I think that is worth something. You don't have to
Yeah,
solder
no,
anything in this
I-
kit, so you don't have to worry about soldering the batteries wrong and then them exploding.
I
for
legit
hybrid in
think
chat.
it's wildly overpriced.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I-
Like, do you see how
Alright,
much you have to
alright, hear
spend to
me out
get
for
a
a
1
second.
terabyte
I mean-
SSD?
Okay.
Wait,
you
where's the
don't-
SSDs,
But that's
yo?
if you want to add the SSD. You can also just add
NVMe
your own.
SSD storage? Yeah, no, but look how much they make you pay for a 1
That's
terabyte
less than
SSD.
Apple. That's like
Alright,
four
hold
times
on.
less than
Okay.
Apple.
Hear me out for a moment.
Yeah, but you
Okay,
understand Apple has like a 400% price up mark or something just because Apple is in the name.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. I am very well
Alright.
aware.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's why they don't even, by default, they don't even put an SSD in it for you. This kind of
Okay.
thing is angled to the kinds of people that will. The first thing that they do is they open up the thing and add an SSD to it.
Okay, so these extra dials here for like extra stuff is really just for the stupid people. You know, the
Well,
ones are dumb who are
it's
dumb
for
who are
the
willing to give out
people who
free
are too
money.
lazy to work on their hobbyist grade stuff. You can change it for a glass trackpad. That's a real thing that you real dial. The
No way. Sorry, so sorry. I'm losing my mind here because this tiny little keyboard here,
we're
this
gonna get to the
keyboard
keyboard
right
now.
here,
We're gonna get to the keyboard now. Um, you can
Okay.
change the keycaps. This
All right,
actually
hold
has a
on, hold
mechanical
on, hold
keyboard
on,
built into the laptop.
it has a low
hold on.
profile
Let me say
keyboard.
something real quick. Let me say something real quick.
Yes.
It's a gaming laptop.
No, it's not.
It's not a gaming laptop. I don't think it's meant for gaming.
You probably will not be able to
It's a
run mini
laptop.
games off of it.
I mean, yeah.
That's just the sad truth. I'm sorry to tell you. The way it is, it's just not gonna be that. It's just not gonna work. You can get yourself a nice sleeve. I don't think that's gonna be worth it for most of the people. I think that the best version of this is going to be everything on default except if you want a trackpad. I think the trackball is cool, and a different CPU module. And I don't think anyone else should change anything over here. And you just bring your own SSD. I'm very happy to see a real mechanical keyboard in a laptop that's not like a massive gaming laptop. I mean, this is a massive laptop, but it's not a massive gaming laptop. And I mean, I'm happy to see stuff that you can actually change things out with. You haven't been able to change CPUs in your laptops for years now, so I'm maybe even decades at this point. I'm just super happy to see this thing.
The only thing I could ever
Big Smoke is too nice. Big Smoke, go for it.
Okay.
Go for it, Big Smoke.
Well, there is another company that does something similar, not to maybe this extent, but it's called Framework. I think
Hybrid's also saying that in chat. Carry on.
Yeah,
Big Smoke?
Linux. Well, sorry, Linus. He sent them like $80,000 to help with their manufacturing.
Well, no, that's
because he
not
supported them
necessarily
fully.
how that went. That's like you buy into the company, buy a bunch of shares, but that's a different thing.
It wasn't investing. But anyway, I also I was for real thinking I want to get one because I mean, God, and it's a great looking laptop as well, although pricey. No, I mean, like you get a discount if you're doing a DIY edition, like 15. But although the new laptop, the 16, is $1,580.
It is pretty expensive.
Pre-built, which is almost 2,000.
Almost.
But it comes with AMD. AMD is a big company, but and it's not an open source CPU. But you can still upgrade most of it. Plus, you get the added advantage of still having a decent CPU in it, and it can just run like a work laptop. Plus, you can probably have this for many years, and same with the Mint laptops, because everything is replaceable and upgradable.
Yeah. So I see Hybrid also saying that in chat that Framework does similar things, and I agree when it comes to repairability. But as a massive,
but not everything, of course. But...
Yeah, as a massive open source advocate, as like myself, I very much value the ability to have some hardware that you can see the board schematics of, and
But what's the point of it?
I think that is cool, firstly, but also if you want to repair something on the board level, where you just take out a chip and then put a new chip in, rather than having to take out the whole motherboard, put a new motherboard in. Framework doesn't allow you to just change out the CPU and RAM. It makes you change out the whole motherboard when you want to change out the CPU and RAM, which is why their laptops are so thin and this laptop is so thick. Well, Wait, I just want to read here.
I was like, so.
PC laptop would be great for
Yeah.
workspace environments, industrial. Yeah, and I do think that that'd be cool. I don't think that any workspaces are going to be buying these in their current states. I think that this is a little bit too expensive for them. But I think that this is cool for people who like developing on different CPUs, so CPU architectures. So
Oh,
these
I'm
that's
giving-
well on.
these different modules
Yeah.
are probably the. I mean, let me open a different part of this. If I go into open hardware and I go into modularity, then I can check over here. There's probably I see five different CPUs over here that are compatible with their laptop, and all
Yeah.
of these CPUs have different kinds of things. Some of these are more open source than others. The two that are the most open source are sadly very expensive, but yeah, it's nice to be able to. I think for developers of architectures like these, having the ability to change from one architecture to a different architecture is a cool thing. Um, even
Yeah.
though I know that that's a very, very niche issue, I don't think that this is the laptop for everyone.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Hybrid
do
would
that.
disagree. Hybrid, do you actually have some time to hop into VC? You seem to be typing a lot. I think that it might be easier on your fingers.
Yeah, Joshua wants
you-
to completely destroy you in VC.
I mean,
I
I'm
don't
not.
wanna
I
do
don't want to say I'll completely destroy him. Let me just say. Just invite him.
A
Yeah, get in
complete.
there, bro. Throw them hands, bro. Throw them hands.
Okay.
Actually, you know what?
Man, are we gonna
you,
get a tech battle here? What is this?
you willing to pull
Bro.
up to my house? I'll beat you
Bro,
up.
stay
Not
strapped or
joking.
get clapped. Yeah, bro. I'll
No way,
dog.
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
No
actually,
way,
let me
I'll
use
tell
my
you the
phone.
IP of.
Yeah,
No way, I'll tell you
he's
the
down
IP of
to
the
join
server.
VC. Give me a
I'll
second.
turn you into my
Nine dot-
e-kitten hybrid.
Oh my word. Give
Trust
me a
me,
second.
bro.
Give me a second.
This ain't a threat,
FPV
bro. It's a freaking
podcasts,
promise.
invite, and then
All right.
oh my word. I hate phones, bro. Hi, bro. There you go. Invite. I think I should have sent. There you go. It sent an invite. So until hybrid gets here, what are you guys' thoughts on this way of doing things? Do you think this is way too overboard for any person on the planet, or do you think
I
that
think it's way too. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
What's
I
good,
think
hybrid?
for the average user, for your day-to-day user, not everybody wants to know if they can change the architecture of their CPU
Yeah,
or
no,
see
absolutely.
what's the core of it. Although I will give it does give transparency to what's in the CPU, and and that I think that's fine because I'm all for transparency. But then again, this is a very niche thing that not everybody is going to buy into.
Absolutely.
And it's not even marketed for everybody. It's mainly marketed for, well, people like you, people who are absolute fucking nerds.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
that's true.
I think there's very clear way to settle this. Can anyone do?
I'm sure it
I
can
know
if you
that-
can run Doom off
Okay,
of a
let
pregnancy
hybrid,
test.
hold on, hold on.
10.
Let hybrid speak.
Can
Let
I-
the man
Hybrid
speak.
hybrid
Can I-
Let the
came
man
all the
speak.
way out here to speak to me, so you might as well speak.
You
Let's
see,
let him speak.
I just simply disagree because this laptop is quite literally used for industrial areas.
Oh, is it?
Let me put it in perspective. You go to a construction area. There's a whole bunch of dust, rocks, falling stuff. Probably this laptop would probably used for just in case you drop your laptop. Boom. If it was expensive one, it would drop
Why the
immediately.
fuck
You
does
don't
it
know what's
have
broken.
RGB
You
then?
can just open it up. The batteries are easy to replace. The motherboard is probably not too cheap, but it's cheap enough. Performance is high enough to the degree of you can use 3D softwares at a high,
I-
uh, smooth rate.
Why
Hmm.
does it have RGB though?
Okay,
Because
but
RGB is
RGB
cool.
let the man
Let
speak.
hybrid
It doesn't
finish.
matter
Because
if
it
it's
means
dumb.
more FPS. More FPS, bro.
Okay.
Honestly, the RGB is probably just a cheap feature they could add. It's probably not even that advanced. But
Yeah.
it's like it's a industrial laptop. You'll not see this in a personal use. You would see this at a construction area.
I
Not a
No.
hobby.
I think
This
that
is the
Let
cheaper
me break it down to you Gangnam style.
Again, it's
Um
okay.
okay. This thing costs $1,200. No
Yes.
construction worker is gonna buy this. I'm telling you why.
No.
There's already
Construction
another
company.
laptop out there. There's another kind of laptop out there that's already made for construction, and it's a heavy duty built laptop.
Yeah.
Um, but this is more of the DIY. I want to fix it myself and do everything myself. I'm gonna build my own OS on this thing.
No.
Yeah, hybrid. I think that this is not as rugged of a laptop for an application like this. I do think that this
Yeah.
kind of internal layout would lend well to an application where your laptops are breaking a lot because you can just replace them. But I heard this story once, and I tend to believe it. Um, there is a server room for a massive company, okay? And one part in a server dies. Do you know what they do?
They just take it apart.
What?
No, they take the server out, throw it away, put a new server in. Because figuring out what part of the server died and then replacing that part of the server isn't worth the time that it takes them to do it.
And they can most
I'm gonna be
likely.
honest here. I'm gonna be honest here. I am not understanding anything so far. Although, if it can run Doom, I agree.
Yes, I'm sure it can run Doom.
Ah.
So
Yes.
I think that in
You
the
need Doom,
kinds of
though.
situations you're speaking about, they rather care more about a laptop that's going to be rugged, that won't die as much, and then something that's going to be cheaper so that when it dies, they can replace it easier.
Yeah.
Even though I guess companies have lots of money to spend, it's not like the price is the most difficult
Well,
part. But
Well,
I
for
think
a company spends a lot and needs to make a lot of money for the CEO's bank account.
yeah, I would be pushing for this to be in the hands of those companies. Though I mean, every single cent that goes to another open source developer is another cent that goes to another an open source
I
developer. I'm happy.
agree. I agree. I think more laptops should be more open to replaceable stuff, replaceable batteries, replaceable RAM, replaceable uh, basically everything. Like if I want to not just replace, just have it be like a desktop, but you know upgradable
Yeah, I
because
agree.
because and not everything.
Fuck.
I mean, surely there are going to be some like eventually there'll be a whole open source desktops like open source GPUs eventually in the future.
Yeah, like the
Um,
Risk 5 architecture
Oh
that's busy
gosh.
starting to take off a little bit.
Are you sure this is a hobbyist item?
I mean,
Because
I don't know who
in
actually
the
uses these.
FAQ, because
yeah,
in the
I mean,
the
for what's
repairs
it marketed even for?
in the
I mean,
warranty,
as
right?
for what it's marketed for creators, more for makers and creators,
I mean,
and
The
generally, I don't
warranty
really
on this
care
thing is
about what these kinds of things are marketed for because if it's open source, it's marketed towards me. So,
the the the
um,
repairs
but
and warranty on this thing is that it's 2 years and you can't get it fixed, and if you do change something, you can't send it in for warranty.
I mean,
Uh,
that's the
So
thing.
hold on, Big Smoke, Big Smoke,
that's a
Big
bit.
Smoke. I got a question to you, unrelated to this or any of this. But did you get Half-Life Deathmatch?
what?
You guys won't understand it.
Not. I
Big
mean,
Smoke, did you get Half-Life
I
Deathmatch?
this. I mean, sure, buddy, but I don't. Yeah.
What?
Frick.
Half-Life Deathmatch. Yeah. No.
Okay. No,
Okay,
Wow.
alright, look,
I do think the
you
warranty
can buy
thing.
it, and then we do a couple of rounds, and then we fund it.
Buy
I
it.
can't even
I'm
afford.
out of funds.
The
I guess
warranty
even
thing
what if you
is.
want to send this laptop
We
to
fund it,
repair,
why not?
if you want to send this laptop to repair, there's only one shop in the US.
This is probably
Oh,
a like a very
one.
small company that I mean at this point they're
It.
pretty big for an open source hardware company. I've looked at open source
I
hardware. It's
guess
tough to find big companies.
I
Um
I guess it is pretty cheap though, because it's 250 to repair it, whereas like Apple would pay you 2,500.
I mean,
yeah,
for the standard version, it's 1200, which
Hybrid
but
was
it's
specifically
for
speaking about repair.
Wait, what is
yeah,
the?
I
I didn't
know,
even
but
see.
for the repair part, um, yeah, I think I mean, it's not going to be like a big company's warranty, like Uh, but I will like expect like some leniency, maybe like 1 to 2 year guarantee that this thing is under warranty.
Yeah, I
Like
think
the
that,
old
I mean,
CPU.
if I'm assuming that this is being marketed
Because
towards,
paying 1,200 for something, I mean, this is eventually a risk investment as well, because you don't know, you don't really know what if thing is really going to work.
Oh, you can
so
replace the CPU just like that.
yep,
Yeah,
that's why I don't think
Frick.
this does the same thing as a um,
Oh, that's crazy.
but I
Hold.
can see
a
why it
framework
kind of
laptop.
justifies the price though,
I
because having everything replaceable in the long term just means just a longer lifespan plus longer entertainment and work value
yeah,
with that.
I
So I
if
can kind of see the reasoning behind it.
I assume that this is for an ultra hobbyist that already knows the name of these batteries. I mean, I was checking the comment sections of a lot of the YouTubers making these videos about this laptop, and these guys know the names of these batteries out of the top of their head because this is a very common hobbyist battery. And they know all about. If you know what these CPUs are, I don't think you would ever want to send your laptop in for a warranty, especially if it's this repairable. I think that you probably know what you need to know to fix it yourself. I think that
Can we
time
Look,
can
by
we
itself
move
is
to
too
what?
the
much.
What does that
can
mean?
we move to the next topic, please?
Yeah, we can move to the next
We've
topic.
been on a lot.
This is a lot. Actually,
Okay,
wait. I wanted to
let's
move
make
to
a
the
last
keyboard
statement.
because we've got a keyboard professional here, Cobalt Knight.
Can I?
So
Mm-hmm.
Can I say one more thing? Can I say one more thing about
So
the
I
absolutely.
battery?
noticed.
Wait. Quickly, Hybrid,
The
go say
most
something.
expensive one is worse than the second most expensive one. And the second most expensive CPU you can get is worse than the fourth most expensive.
It's
How?
very difficult because these architectures aren't actually made by the people who make the laptop. So you choose the architecture based on what your workload is. If you want to build something for a specific CPU, then you want to be using
Yeah.
that CPU, and that CPU costs whatever the people who make the CPU want it to cost, essentially.
Frick, $1,600 just for one CPU.
Okay. These things are expensive. Open source things are super expensive because they just aren't very mass produced. Cobb,
Yeah.
do you want to talk about this keyboard? It's the
Okay.
second link.
The keyboard,
Can
it
we
is a
not talk
mechanical
about the
keyboard.
keyboard
So
either, please?
for laptops, that's really good to have a mechanical keyboard because most keyboards and laptops are like membrane or butterfly switches and they don't feel good at all. But
I'm
I
using the
agree.
membrane
I
and it
hate
feels
membrane.
good.
yeah, so
I'm
I
using
I
my I suck membrane dick.
yeah,
I'm
so
not
you
taking that
wouldn't
back. But
you wouldn't know how good a mechanical keyboard is until you felt one.
Okay.
But
I'm not. I
so
don't want to feel one either.
it's a mechanical keyboard is all about feelings, so it's really just subjective. But except you can change the keycaps on your keyboard if you wanted to. I would
Yeah, that's exactly what.
guarantee the only things you can change the keycaps on this specific um, laptop is keycaps that you buy from them, which is $45, which in the grand scheme of things that ain't bad for a mechanical keyboard because like budget mechanical
Oh,
keyboard keycaps is like
And
65 to $100. So
well, too late.
anyways,
Next we'll talk about it.
What do you
I
think?
just want to mention the switches that they give you, actual dog. Kale chalk low profile switches or like chalk red switches, actual dog, legit.
Uh,
Because you can open them up, but there's like a high chance of them just like freaking exploding when you want to lube them. That's just a problem with all the low profile switches that Kale and Gateron make. And also, I don't think the keyboard is hot swappable, so you have to resolder.
And so I'm going to translate for the people who don't understand keyboards as well as Cobb does.
You
When
can't
you
change them without having like a welder or a sorry, not a welder,
a
freaking hell,
soldering iron.
a
Oh, I gotta
soldering iron.
just solder. Gotta solder that thing on.
Yep.
Oh God. Gotta
And-
make sure it's all
Welded on.
metaled up. Gotta
And-
make sure those keycaps are welded in place. Can't have them moving anywhere.
And you can't like change the internals of the switch as easily as with a full size switch.
Yeah, a
Um,
full size Switch. I mean, if you're buying something like this, I can guarantee you're too stupid to make a Franken Switch for your keyboard. But like, I most
bro
likely
really
you are
pulled
not
the your
changing the switches
stupid
in this
card, bro.
board.
um, so what do you think about selling keyboards without cases, and saving
Oh
money
no.
off the ability to just save money on the case, just not have a case, and then you don't have to pay for the case. Cobb.
Sorry, what? Sorry,
So
what?
if if you look on the right hand side here, you get different colors of cases, and one of the colors is no case. You save $90 by going without a case. What do you think
Oh.
about that? You just like buy the keyboard without a case. You make your own
If they're
case.
gonna do the if without the case, so the case is like to cover the keyboard, right?
Well, yeah, the back of the keyboard and no, it's not like a carrying case like the you
Like the
bare
actual shell of
PCB.
the keyboard.
Yeah, bare
The
PCB
chassis,
and
you
the
mean? Not
case.
the case, the chassis.
Well, sure, yeah, the chassis of the keyboard.
Yeah, the chassis of the keyboard. I like that. But what they should do, they should, if they put in the effort of like just allowing people to not like buy it with the case, they should put in a diagram on how to 3D print one.
I
I
I
I feel
agree.
like
I actually wonder if they
I
have
feel
something
like that
like
would be the
that.
best.
I'll look for it
Yeah.
while Cobb does the next topic. I think that there's a cool pocket
Yeah.
laptop, but I think that I've drawn out this topic for way too long. And
Yeah, no, it's time to move on.
I think it's time to move
Right,
on.
can
Yeah, I
I
agree.
can I say my next topic?
Oh no, wait, MP3,
Susan, when do you
text
have a
it to me,
topic?
text it to me, and then I'll clear it for a topic.
Oh my word.
No, I think I'll
MP3.
say it instead.
Oh my
I
word,
think I'll
bro.
say it
No,
instead.
my
MP3,
Sure.
stop
Say it.
sending that.
Say it. Say it,
What?
MP3.
So I sent it back on.
Did you send the topic in general?
Yeah, this is what I sent originally.
Uh-huh.
So my
So-
topic is they hit the second tower today. Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
basically
word.
what it is.
Damn, bro.
Oh, hold on, no,
That-
hold
that
on,
shit
Why did I
hold
let
on,
you
hold on,
choose
hold
a
on,
topic?
hold on,
on September
hold on,
11th.
hold on. Did you guys talk about that TF2 Souls 2? I see Big Soul
Uh,
said that.
I
Yeah.
already talked about it.
Right.
I already talked about it.
Okay.
You're old news, pal.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Get
saying.
behind the line, old man.
Okay.
No.
So, Cobb, you want to do your next topic?
Yeah, I guess.
They
You
hit the
good,
third
bro?
tower today.
No, come on, bro. Forget about the
They
towers.
hit the second tower. Bro, my uncle
the
died.
third one?
Never mind. Okay, wait. We're gonna go to a serious topic. We're gonna be talking about Matt Pat retiring, and same with Tom Scott. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, if you nut jobs are here on
Captain
YouTube
Sparta.
watching Joe Jim's podcast, you've most likely seen Matt Pat leaving videos already,
Yeah.
and the same with Tom Scott. But if you haven't, basically Matt Pat is leaving the Game Theorists. He
He's not
the final
entirely
theory.
leaving. He's just not gonna be the person that's hosting. He's still gonna be
Yeah,
behind.
it's like Linus like stepping down as CEO for Linus Tech Tips, you know?
No, like
Well,
that Pat is still like
he's
CEO,
from-
although he's not
so-
hosting.
Okay. Keep explaining. Keep explaining though.
Carry on, Cobb.
No, with Matt Pat.
Matt Pat is still on the game theory. He's just not gonna be the one hosting. He's still
Okay,
behind the
so,
scenes.
So he's not going to be hosting anymore. That's the. But he'll still stick behind. But he's still going to be
Yeah.
doing theories.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So yeah, I that's what, because I only watched the first part of the up or the like of his Matt Pat's goodbye. So I haven't been really up to date with him though, honestly. But yeah, it's kind of sad because when I was a kid, I was big into Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, woo, yay! Like that was a big part. And now and then seeing all of his videos talking about the crazy theories he come up with him, like some schizophrenic madman.
Yeah. Poppy's Playtime is the unironic sequel to Breaking Bad.
What are you talking
What?
about? What?
TF2
Dude,
is the sequel um to Counter-Strike Source, bro.
That's wild, bro.
that one's not that. That one's
Man,
not
well,
too.
that's something that I didn't expect.
Was the egg there first or the chicken?
Oh, Cobb, chill out, man. Okay, so yeah, and then what happened to the Tom Scott one? I heard about MatPat, and then I heard about Tom Scott, but I don't know what Tom Scott did.
Tom Scott.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm more up to date. But Tom Scott is said he's just gonna stop update doing regular uploads.
Yeah.
So he is because for 10 years he's been at least posting regularly every week. That's his
Yeah.
thing. And now a couple months before that, I don't know, 6 months ago, he said like in 6 months I'm gonna stop uploading regularly. Well, I'm gonna stop uploading in some dramatic sense. um but yeah, he's still gonna continue uploading. He still has a second channel, but he's just gonna do it less regularly because he wants a break. He wants to and the man deserves it, rightfully.
Yeah, I agree.
And same goes for the game theorist. You know, I mean, like he's hosting 4 different channels with different topic: food theory, movie theory, um, fashion theory, game theory. It's just
GT Live.
yeah, and that live. I mean, it's. I mean, for me, it's. I mean, both of these creators are. You know, I love them. They're great, and they're and their content is peak YouTube at their best. Uh,
Sorry.
yeah. So
Sorry, no, bro. These videos hybrid sending is freaking. I'm losing my mind,
Bro,
bro.
Hybrid,
Okay,
chill out in general, please, bro.
bro, these videos are too good. Okay, so yeah, so he, yeah, he's taking a break, and I think the main reason why is just burnout, because it's kind of
Mm.
common in YouTube for YouTubers to get creator burnout. I had it at a certain point as well. It's not fun. It's just
I
like
imagine it's
you're so
it
productive for a certain period, and then you just completely lose energy, bro.
losing.
It's
Yeah,
Yep.
insane.
no.
Yeah.
You just have this peak where you just like I got all these ideas, I want to execute them all, and there's just this. You
Mm.
plan it all out, you do it, and you keep stressing out over and over, making sure you keep performing, and then you sit down, and then you just all this realization comes over, and you're just tired.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but it's with a lot of YouTubers, it's and especially also with actors, many people in the entertainment and content creation, it's a big issue.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and with that, it's just yeah, and I guess with all the other, I guess if we're gonna be talking about people leaving, if we can get a bit like with Stampy leaving, Captain Sparkles, going off with a send off, and just so many other YouTubers, which
Dan
most
TDM,
of
bro.
us have grown up. Dan TDM, who stopped YouTube,
Well,
and
he didn't stop YouTube. He's
well,
just like uploading for fun and no longer uploading for money, I think.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, PewDiePie
So
did something
most of the
similar as
people
well.
are not really what do you call it, like retiring or laying down YouTube. They're only just really stopping doing regular uploads
Yeah, it's
and
not a
only
career for them
continuing.
anymore.
Well, it is still kind of a career,
I
but they're
mean,
just stopping. They're just stopping all the kind of business parts of it.
yeah.
Be it like, and I mean like Dan TDM, Stampy, the Tom Scott. I mean, they all got decent money from YouTube, I imagine, but and definitely enough to keep living off.
Yep.
But it but now it's just and and now they feel comfortable in saying that I've achieved what I wanted to achieve, and now I want to rest a bit, or like, take a
Yeah.
break from it all, which is absolutely deserving, I think. And I think I'm actually kind of happy. I'm sad but happy in that way. for that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I think it is kind of
Because
tough to see them all
it
go,
is sad.
but that was their choice in the first place, and
But
we had whatever amount of time we had with them, and we have
Yeah, but
hours of content from
Exactly.
YouTube.
yeah, it's not exactly
I mean, I imagine most of us
5
grew
as
up during the 2012, during the tens YouTube era,
Yeah,
which
who grew up with Markiplier and Dan TDM?
Not
bro,
me, but
who
you
doesn't?
guys.
I
So
grew up with
Who
Markiplier.
didn't?
I still watch
Anybody who has
Markiplier.
created their account, like I created my first YouTube account in 2012.
Yeah, I
wow,
actually
you're
never
old,
made
Big
a
Smoke.
YouTube account. I never
I
ended up
made mine
subscribing.
around yours.
Yeah.
I was so I was asking the only reason I have it is because I really wanted to subscribe because I didn't want to keep searching. So I
Mm.
asked my dad to create an email for me so I could sign up to YouTube.
Yeah, legit. My parent only allowed me to make an email when I was like 13. And
Yeah,
That's
so
kind of
I eventually asked. It's like, okay, like you see, and I was explaining YouTube to them, like
explaining
I
YouTube
subscribe,
is
like so,
crazy.
I was explaining to them like the subscribe feature, and I was
Subscribe.
like you're not paying anything. it's just so I can. It's like a, oh shit, my mic. You. f- Like
oh,
you just subscribe
oh
for
frick.
free
Oh
content, free
frick. Oh
content.
my mic. Ah!
Oh no.
Okay. Uh,
All right,
you
now
guys want to
breaking
move?
news: they hit the fourth tower today.
But yeah,
It's
I think I think I've said enough. But just to end it all, it's just yeah, old YouTubers. I mean, all the OGs. You know, I'm happy for them, but just sad to see them step it down a little. That's all.
yeah.
Got you.
I think
Got
it's probably
you.
good for him though. It sucks that
Yeah.
Hybrid is not here for this because I just started the only CES coverage I think we're going to get today. MSI stole from Asus. They've got
Not
a
surprising. They're all like Asian companies.
oh,
Right?
you don't want to go there.
Am I
Okay.
wrong though?
I'm rather not going to say anything. Basically,
All right, continue.
Hit me up, China.
they've got oh my
I'll tell
word.
you where I live.
They've
I'll
got
sell my soul to you.
a handheld called the
Give me a
Claw.
cell
And yes, I'm aware I'm not on the right version of the site. No, I'm not going to the local site. Anyways,
Breaking news: they hit the fifth tower. What? Breaking
So-
news: they hit the sixth tower.
this and I don't have a an ROG Ally with me to compare it, but it looks pretty similar. If you look up ROG
Oh yeah, it's
Ally.
from
Send us a
Linus's new
picture.
one. It's from Linus's new video, yeah.
Here's a picture there. But yeah.
Okay.
So the Claw, let me quickly just copy this into chat here. The memes are going crazy over there. Anyways, so it seems like this is going to launch around the same price point as the Ally. We'll have to see what the performance is like because seems to be the first handheld to really use an Intel processor or the first modern handheld. I think there were a couple
But
handhelds
I
from
do not
Aya
know
Neo
this
and that.
handheld, although I'm gonna drop a guess right now. It's over $1,000, right?
I think it was $699, but I've got the price
No, I don't believe that.
over here.
So,
Well, they haven't
so what you're
completely released it
saying-
yet.
So what the controversy is, what you're saying, is they ripped off Asus with
Well-
their with theirs.
Well, it looks very similar. I don't think Asus is going to be doing any sort of
I
legal
mean-
action, but it's pretty close. But also, I
mean,
think
yeah, I can see the resemblance, sure, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard not to copy. I mean, like the design, I
Yeah.
don't think is any of copyright value. I mean, it's just you got that two joysticks, which kind of, I mean, the D-pad and the the YBAX buttons.
yeah,
I don't honestly
mean,
think
honestly,
it's
I mean,
other
Intel
often.
copying.
You
They,
think they're
um,
ripping off each other until you see the I/O and like the specs.
Yeah, I think on
I
the
mean,
inside they're
it's
very
nothing
different.
like
It's not
not.
like
Yeah, it's different.
it's
So
not like they
it's
went
not
into the
ripping
Asus
anybody
headquarters
off.
and stole the schematics and just did the exact same thing.
Mm.
But I do think they're going to be stealing some customers because there are a few things very special about this. The Intel people, and I know they exist because I've so I've spoken to them. I know Intel people exist and people who will only run Intel CPUs. And this seems like the most
AKA
recent,
psychopath.
yeah, the most recent Intel CPU in a handheld right now. It's it's very interesting to see them use Core Ultra 7 155H. I have no clue what that means. That does not look like a normal Intel CPU name, but they probably just changed their architecture and I wasn't, or their naming scheme and I didn't notice. They've got Hall effect joysticks and Hall effect triggers out of the box, so you don't have to change those out if you want them. And
I think the Hall effect triggers are on the RGLI as well.
I think you can put them in. Wait, I'll have to search it up. Does RGLI?
Yeah, no, I just checked Hall effect analog triggers. I just checked the specs.
And the joysticks?
Those are wait, the joysticks. Let me check. For the analog, but they aren't Hall effect analog.
Yeah. So I think that's
Okay.
going to be the biggest difference for most people. Is going to be like the dead zones on a normal analog trigger are quite a bit
Yeah.
bigger than the dead zones on a
By the
Hall
way,
effect
the
trigger.
display. What's the resolution? What's the
Um,
resolution?
it's
for
not
display?
gonna. The
1920
display is
and
not
1080?
gonna be as good as like the Steam Deck display, but
Yeah.
it's the performance. They're hoping the performance is gonna be better, so that's going to
I
be
think
what
It's
the
not
sells
the
them.
Steam Deck
Steam Deck
OLED
0
was
out of
really
10.
well done.
What is that? MP3?
It's not the Steam Deck 0 out of 10.
True. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it seems like it's gonna be
Actually,
7 inches and 120 hertz. I
Damn,
don't know
that's
about
bigger than mine.
resolution.
wait, I think the MSI Claw is better though. Like legit, I'm just checking it right now.
It's
Well, we'll
IPS,
see
and
it
the
when
Steam Deck has an
when it's
OLED.
released.
Yeah, no,
It's
yeah,
1920 by
so
1080. Yeah.
yeah, you know what's very funny? How
What?
MSI, how they advertise the display is FHD 1920 by 1080, 120 hertz, and then IPS level. And then when you check out ROG's advertisement for it is FHD 1920 1080 120 hertz IPS level.
So it's the
What? Are
wait.
they copying and pasting right here?
Maybe they are
That's
stealing some
crazy.
stuff from Asus.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
put that in
definitely
there so that people
copying.
will watch all the way till yeah, for it. Anyways, I think that this is going to be a very, very interesting addition, and more competition is always more better. But it seems like this cooling system apparently does keep it very cold and very quiet, which is quite important when you're holding a handheld, which is kind of close to your face in comparison to like a
Just-
laptop or
So
a PC.
We can all agree
for me, I have
that
never. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, what are you trying to say?
Alright.
I never held a handheld. I held a few, but I've never really like played with one. Not with like Steam Deck or with the Asus ROG. So
I hope this
what kind
Nintendo
of
Switch
advantages do you really
oh,
get aside from like having a handheld desktop basically?
I think that the handheld is a very good alternative to the Nintendo Switch. I think with
Okay.
the options that we have nowadays,
I
although
think
we don't have
anything is a good alternative to the Nintendo Switch.
true, although we don't really have something at the exact price of the Nintendo Switch, and we don't have anything
The
near
one-
the price of the Switch Lite. If it wasn't for the price,
Yeah.
I think that no one should ever buy the Nintendo Switch ever again. The Nintendo Switch is
I
essentially
think-
dead at this point.
I mean,
Uh,
that thing came out like what 20.
I think it
when
was.
did it
It's
come out?
almost
2017?
10 years now.
I
It's
wouldn't
almost. It has
say- I
almost been
wouldn't
10
10
years.
say it's dead.
years.
Hey Siri,
Phew.
I wouldn't
when did
say
the
it's
Nintendo
bad.
Switch come
It's
out?
just like it's bad. It's just really bad, is in my
2017.
2017. Yeah, that's what I said. 2017. Shit.
Yep. It's going to be in 3 years' time. Will be 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, like that thing can barely run Nintendo games on its own.
Yes.
Like that does like 10 FPS. I mean,
And-
that thing
No,
doesn't have jack.
the problem
in
with
it.
it is that it wants Nintendo games. No one wants to play Nintendo games.
Well,
Other
I
than,
mean,
like,
What do
Smash
speak
you
for
Bros.
mean?
yourself.
Not
There
a
are people who
ton.
buy it specifically to play Nintendo games. Okay.
Yeah, like a lot of people are going nuts over Zelda: The Breath of the Wild right now.
Yeah. I mean
That's
that.
like
I
the
mean,
only
thing it has.
Zelda and like Pokemon are still like one of the strongest like games out there still, and Mario.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
legit.
like Zelda, Mario Odyssey. That's it. It has nothing else.
True.
Yeah,
I
Animal
agree.
Crossing.
And actually,
people,
I don't
buy
even.
the
Animal
Switch for
Crossing,
Animal
yeah,
Crossing.
that's. I mean, Animal Crossing is pretty big as well.
Yeah, Animal Crossing was pretty big.
Animal Play
Um,
Stardew Valley instead. It's way better.
True.
Is
Um,
Splatoon still a thing? I don't think so.
I mean, I know people who used to like it back in the day. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much Nintendo like stuff. Like who actually plays any of these games? I don't know. I still have a Wii. I play Mario Kart Wii on it. I've probably said this now
Yeah.
5 times. That is it. I think they ruined Mario Kart after that, and I don't think I'll be playing another. I don't think I'll ever play anything newer than that, unless they release something really, really good, or they fix Mario
I'm
Kart.
only gonna play Mario Kart Wii version. That's the only good one.
Yep, that's the same here, and I
Yeah.
think, I think there are a lot of people who bought the Nintendo Switch because it was a portable gaming device, and a modern-ish portable gaming device.
I mean, Nintendo were ahead of the game, but
Yeah, they were.
the specs of it now is just it's too bad, and they need to upgrade, and they need to get a new one out if they want to keep on competing.
In terms of performance, it's 720 30 FPS. So it's like,
Yeah.
over here we've got 1080 at 120 if you can push the frames. Wait,
Yeah.
I'm getting messages saying someone actually plays on the Switch.
I'm getting messages on the Switch.
Who
that's
the
someone.
You
fuck
found the
plays on
one
a Switch,
person who
Ghost?
still plays on the Switch?
You found the
Wait.
one person that actually loves Nintendo games?
Okay. I'll see what they end up saying if they want to join the VC to speak about this, because it's very clear
Yeah,
that
we
none of
need-
us
we
know
need
what
an
we're
expert.
talking about when it comes
We
to
need
the
the
Switch games.
explanation, man. I
Yeah,
think-
we
I
need
think you need to
the
explain yourself a
the
little bit.
expert opinion on this. Okay, well, they don't want to hop on, so it's chilled. Yeah, I don't think that there's any reason to buy a Switch in 2024. I think that other than
No, I
like
think
you're trying to save $100 bucks.
even in 2017, it's not even that reasonable.
I think in 2017, when there was no other decently priced handhelds available, I think that you
But
could
at
make
that
the
time it
argument of
was
like,
overpriced. I remember. I
what was
remember
that?
at that time people were complaining it was like overpriced. I think they like took the price down a bit.
Yeah, they probably did, but at the time we had, I think it was GPD making handhelds, and that was like $1,000 something dollars. Anything sounds
Yeah.
reasonable when you put it up against $1,000 something dollars in terms of handhelds.
I mean, if that was the only thing they had, like, I mean, I remember getting a PSP as like a portable play, and playing
mean,
all the
PSP is
PSP
good.
games on it. And
I must
playing Need
say-
for Speed on that.
Sony fumbled the bag when it comes to handhelds. They really had some amazing handhelds, and everyone had them.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think-
like the Nintendo 3DS was like a game
They were pretty good.
changer for me.
Um,
The Nintendo
Exactly.
3DS is like a good concept. I won't lie.
I met a guy who still plays on a Nintendo 3DS.
I mean, I still have mine in my
Although the
room.
Nintendo 3DS can
occasionally
like
I
also
play-
barely run anything.
Sometimes when I get nostalgic, I just play, and there's some old Animal Crossing stuff I got, and I just play it.
Yeah.
It's just relaxing.
It is a.
games
I
do you
think
have
that
on?
those handhelds were
Animal
pretty good.
Crossing is the only ones I got left.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
the Switch is
yeah,
dead at this
New
point,
Leaf.
and I don't think anyone should be using it or buying a new one specifically. Let's see. Any other topics that we have here, Cobb?
No, I don't have any left. Sorry.
They hit the
I'm
eighth
all out of
tower. They hit the
juice.
eighth tower.
Okay, in
I'm
that
juicing
case,
out, bro. I'm leaked.
MP3, did you think of a topic that has nothing to do with the third tower?
What other tower did they hit?
Oh my word. Okay. I think
Alright,
that's time for us to
Alright.
move into the
I
after
think-
party.
That's our call sign.
Uh,
Thank
think
you,
I
ladies
got
and
I
gentlemen,
think I
for
got
you
a
guys
topic,
who
although it's not
joined.
really this podcast kind of topic.
okay, we'll speak about it in the after party while we're playing Jackbox. Thank you guys
Alright.
so much for watching the thing. Oh, I forgot the most important part of the handheld. It comes with a headphone jack. Thank you guys for watching.
The MSI.
Yeah, the MSI handheld comes with a
MSI
headphone
claw.
jack.
Sheesh.
Ooh, I can plug my
Yeah, it
I can plug
does.
my biodynamic into that shit. Ooh.
Yeah.
You mean you're buried?
Bayer
What was the
dynamic.
name?
Bayer dynamic.
Biodynamic. You do not know. Okay, I'll talk to you afterwards. It's not part of the
No, I know them. I just didn't know how to say the name properly. I got it confused with Beringer.
biodynamic.
Biodynamic. Okay, cool.
Shit, man.
I
you need
think
to
that's a
pronounce
good
it,
place to
man.
end the stream. I'll see you
Okay.
guys in the next one.
Get out.